I'm a melody maker. I have the gift of melody. I think the melodies came into my head when I was small. My father was a violin player, and as was my grandfather. So the old Quebec melodies, if you like, got into my head when I was very small. And it was a self-entertaining society when I was a kid. There was not a lot of money around, so people would just gather in people's houses, and then the violins would come out at the celebrative point of the night. And so I have very fond memories of those melodies coming into me as a kid. So, and I still have that with me today. Along the way, through my recording studio, and the recording studio was only ever something that I did for fun, and because I was interested and I had a lot of enthusiasm for the medium. It was not something that I decided to do as a job. I never went to school for it or anything. So the studio for me was my place of concentration and a way of refining my music. And that's where I was able to add harmony to the melodies that I came up with. This is very important because without even knowing it, I was going to the greatest university of music by having musical people around me and making the music for practical purposes rather than purposes of study. I was associated with a Christian organization in Canada, and they would invite singing quartets from all over the world to come and tour in Canada. And on their touring journey, they would make a stop to my mother's house. And in the basement, I had a studio there, and we would record an album for these 4-part harmony gospel singers.
How old were you then?
I was a teenager then. And I did hundreds of gospel records. And the people were from faraway places. There would be a group, let's say, from Haiti, and then the next one would be a South African group. And this exposed me to the 4 vital ingredients of music. And so I was able to understand where the melody lives and how the harmony is then meant to complement. And what's beautiful about this is that it operates outside of selfishness, because you'll only ever sing to be harmonious to someone else in the room. The education that came to me through my laboratory is probably the reason why I can be helpful to other people regarding their own harmony singing today.